Hello, Serge here for the Backyard Driving Range. All right, today what I want to do is I want to talk to you about my club fitting with Doc that I had, and actually the first point of concern I had was with the driver, as I've had when I brought, was my major concern when I brought DJ. Why? Because best way to get lower scores is to hit the driver in the fairway and keep it in play where you got better shots to the green. All right. Now my concern was, I knew my swing was slowing down. I mean, it's real easy. I mean, hit a good drive, and I'm not anywhere near where I used to be. Excuse me. So I'm hitting a lot more club to the green. So I knew I was losing length. But I was also feeling that I was having a lot of difficulty in really keeping it really solid. My trajectory was getting too low, so therefore my carry wasn't far enough, and just mishitting it a little bit too much. Overall, I'm still hitting it okay, but it's just not anywhere near as consistently good as I normally do when everything's right. So I knew I was pretty sure I needed a softer shaft, a weaker shaft. So I went to Doc, and sure enough, I took my old driver and started hitting balls. And man, it just blew me away. I mean, in 5 years, I've gone from 5.5 years, which is just starting after my first open heart surgery in 2010 to today, which is in 2015 in December. I've gone from about 103 miles per hour with a driver to the best I could put up on Doc's monitor was 87 miles per hour with a driver. 87 miles per hour. So I've lost a lot. Now, when he's using his launch monitor, it measures the club head speed, the launch angle, the spin rate. It'll give you the smash factor. He had impact tape on the club and everything else. And after standing there and watching DJ and working with DJ for over 2 hours, Doc, it was my turn. DJ had to leave, and I just got out and I just got my clubs in and he said, let's start with the driver, and I made a couple practice swings, stretched a little bit, and touched my toes over there and everything else, and get down and touch the toes and stretch my legs and everything else, and I just stand up there and start hitting. And the very first, after giving me 3 practice swings with the ball, when he turned on the launch monitor, my first hit with a 1.5 being the smash factor, which they say is the best smash factor, I hit a 1.44, which is pretty darn good. And it took me 5 more hits, and I smashed a 1.50. Okay, and then I finally hit one. I hit a couple of them like 1.52, and I hit a 1.53, which is above. And DJ got some of those. So you can actually get above, but it's got to be it's got to be really solid and really for the speeds and everything else. The formula they use, it's got to be really good. And so DJ got it. It's still at about 115 to 17 miles per hour. I did it at 85 to 87 miles an hour. So the proof is still in the pudding here that no matter what your club head speed is, if you're hitting it more solid and your alignment is good and therefore more straight, you are going to get more maximum consistent distance time and time again. But the whole thing comes down to that you have to have the right length and the right shaft. I'm now playing a new shaft. This shaft is a little bit softer. Doc says this shaft right now, I'm playing what is called a Accra shaft, ACCRA. It's at the top of Doc's list of the best shafts out there. DJ's got these same shafts in his woods, and this club is 43 inches, which is what I normally swing. And again, we tested it with me swinging at 42.5 inches, 43, 43.5 inches, and 44. And again, I was sort of like DJ. My swings with speeds were all about the same. But in the end, if you can swing a 44 only as fast as you can swing a 43, why hit 44? It's just more margin of error. Increase error, you decrease success. So I got this Accra shaft in here. Doc tells me now, as far as the range of regular shaft goes, I'm as low as you can get on that scale and still be a regular. So I mean, the next little bit I lose, I'll be into a senior shaft. All right. I took this to the golf course and I've been playing it, and I'm hitting it solid. I'm hitting it really straight. I'm getting better launch angle, better trajectory. But the best thing I like about it is with the other one, I was working really hard to hit it. I mean, I was swinging hard and giving it all I got. Not this one, I can just stand there and just keep a nice, good, solid muscle tone. Everything I need, just take it back through and hit it, and bang, it's just poof, it's just launching out there. And in most cases, I'm getting a lot better trajectory. So like right now, the fairways are getting soft and everything else, and more carry is giving me more length, because if you don't carry this far and it isn't running much, it's not going as far. So things are working out great, but the best thing I like is that in getting to the point now with the driver where I can just stand here and just swing a nice, regular, good power level swing for me. And I think it's even showing up now and helping my irons out. I'm starting to hit those better. But again, the best way to shoot lower scores is to hit your driver in the solid, straight, in the fairway. It's a lot better, easier to hit greens from the fairway than it is in the rough and the bunkers and the fairway bunkers and everything else. So, as I said at the end of the DJ video, and I'll say it again here, don't be fooled into believing that, being told that longer and bigger heads are going to hit the ball longer. You can only hit the ball longer when you can swing the club faster. All right? So just because it's longer, if you can't swing it any faster, you are not going to hit the ball any longer. You have to hit it more solid straight, which means in the sweet spot, and maximize the club head speed. And that is not going to happen for most people with a 45 or a 46-inch driver, even 44s for most golfers, especially if you're not at least over 6 feet and tall enough to handle a 44-inch shaft. So that's it for the search for today on my fitting and my new driver. And by the way, he tested my irons, and right now my irons are still good. So I'm still playing my old irons. So do yourself a favor. Check the length of your driver. Go see a good club fitter and get the proper length for you. And I promise you, you'll be hitting the ball more solid, straight, and longer. And that's the way to lower scores. That's it for the search for today, and I'll be speaking with you all again soon.